Well, hello. I think the recording has started. Glad everyone's here. I'm Rajanera Madeline, and I have my Sis-Stars with me again. Dawn Price and Lisa DeLong, and Lisa's got her fur baby with her. So, yay, we are not sure exactly what is the topic for today, but we know that we were supposed to do something. So, we're here.
Yeah.
So this is pretty awesome. I love that we get together every week and not knowing. It's kind of like going with the flow. Just being in the stream of it. And Dawn's got a stream behind her. I got fire going behind me, and Lisa's got her horses.
That's right. I got my horses.
So welcome everybody.
My live little feline wants to be part of this morning.
Good.
Yeah.
She's loving this energy. So, and I still have my Super 7 right here with me.
Oh yes, Super 7 has been a real big issue, real big catalyst for everybody. I'm going to give the kitty a piece, see if she'll play with that. We were kind of talking about what crystals and stones would be still helping us right now, and again, the Super 7 just keeps showing up. So
nice.
I'd use very nice. I'd use your protection ones, your black tourmaline and anything else, and then if you have any just clear crystals, they really want to work for you, whether they are a transmitter or if they are a receiver, they want to work with you. So get out those clear crystals and start working with them as well. And if you have any smoky quartz, again, just get it out and start letting it work with you. So
wonderful. And I'm still wearing my carnelian from our call last week. So yay. You had a few words coming to you, Lisa, about what we needed to talk about. So
yes.
Let's kick that off, and unless Dawn's ready to say something, she'll let us know when she's ready, I believe.
Yes, I will.
So again, we've been working on getting to this threshold, and a lot of us are there, and you feel like you aren't prepared, and you might be taking a step back. You might be going back in search of a formal education because that's where our security was before. But the guides and angels want us to know, and our either higher self, is that we don't need to go back there. We're not going to find what we're looking for by taking another class.
Because that changed. It's changed.
Yes. And so so stop seeking what is behind you. Basically, it's not in your realm of what's in front of you and what you're supposed to be doing. So embark on your journey, embark on your quest. Just get going and use what you have in the moment. That's what the perfect thing is.
Embark on your quest. I like that. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to be using that.
Yes. Again, we can fuddle around in all kinds of 3D stuff and go see somebody who we think has all the education, or we can get us a coach, but are we really doing a service to ourselves? And are we just being fearful of the security that we had in that information that we knew?
I'm sorry to interrupt. This is ready to go.
Okay.
You want to switch, or you just want to stay where you're
I'll just stay where I'm at. Thanks.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. Yay, that's done.
So did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Embark on your journey or your quest. Use what you have in this moment.
That's what people are seeking. They're not seeking what you might, come out of your mouth that belonged to somebody else. They want what belongs to you and your truth and your education that got you to this point where you have actually crossed through the gateway, and you have to start speaking your truth and being in your truth. So again, we can understand the fear. We really can't. We can understand the ego pulling us back into the 3D because we think it's safe. And then we're there and we find out we have no platform, we have no security, we have no foundation.
But we
It's all
have ourselves.
disintegrated. We do. And then we start saying, okay, this doesn't work for me anymore. I knew this didn't work for me. Why did I come back here? You see?
I was just going to say, how scary does that feel to so many people? Like, really scary, because most of us don't really know ourselves. Most of us don't know what it is that we want. We actually get around to what we want. And most of us don't trust the information that we get from ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to learn to understand, learn to trust yourself and understand that you're being guided. You're being nudged. You get the little inner voice and let that be that. Let that be that. I see I have all kind of rainbow sparkles on me, which is kind of interesting. They're coming from everywhere. So
Aurelia.
sparkles on my face and nose. But it's like, so what if you're frightened? If you're scared? Step up and be yourself anyway. Listen to what you feel is right in your heart,
Right.
in your center core, and take a baby step action on that and see how it works out for you. Going to work out much better than taking the huge giant step from your ego. That's for sure. So once you do a little series of baby steps, that baby steps, you'll start taking a full on. You'll actually start standing up and walking. Mm-hmm. So yes, it may be frightening. It may be scary. Okay.
Yeah.
So ladies and gentlemen who are watching this, and please don't speak out loud on this question I'm about to ask because it's not the point. How old are you? How many years have you stepped one foot in front of the other on this planet? How old are you? And you still don't think you can rely on yourself to get to where you want to go? So that's one of those moments where you just take a pause and appreciate how far you've come, how long your walk has been on this planet so far, and take some value and appreciation into the idea, no matter what journey you've had, and the rougher the journey, the stronger the survivor, the more life experience in the path. Your path isn't over. Your life experience is meant to be built upon some more. So trust yourself in that journey. Trust yourself in those choices. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Your life experience is a gift, and that is what people want to know of you, see of you, and experience of you. That's why we always try to seek out other people for wisdom and knowledge, is their life experiences, whether they have credentials certified and approved by somebody else. But other people aren't what's important. It's you and your life, your choices, your ideas, your passions. This is what's precious about it. And today is Mother's Day. So today is the day we appreciate the mothers in our lives and the life choices that they've made to carry us into this world and to bring us here to this place, whether they're with us today or not, by choice or not. Their life experiences brought you here forward to be able to watch this call. How wonderful is that? And how appreciative is that? So I don't have any birth children on this planet, but I have fur babies, and I guarantee you they're happy to be here on this earth right now with me. And that does mean that I am a mother on Mother's Day. Yes. But it also goes into the cycle of life and nature. You look at all of the plants and the trees and the bees and the animals on the earth. They're all mothers and creators, and they give as well. Do you trust the fact that they are going to be what they are so that they can perpetuate their cycle of life? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So don't doubt yourself. Yes. Give honor and homage to what has come before so that you can be here now. Mm-hmm. There's dignity in that. There's power in that. There's passion and trust in that. And if all you can see and hear and hold on to are negative thoughts in that, then yes, your journey and life experience should have a little bit more inner reflection to heal that, so that you don't have to carry that burden any farther in your path. You can love it, honor it, and say, thank you for teaching me.
Yeah.
So the rainbows on your chest, by the way, are a reflection of the 7.
Ah, good.
7 is such a magical number.
Yeah. Exactly.
So the other thing I was getting that just came through and left was, and maybe it'll come back, was how do you feel when you step up to a challenge or step up to a fearful situation and you come to the other side of it and you realize, yes, I did it, or yes, that wasn't so scary. I made it worse in my head than what it really was. How does the end result feel when you get to the end result, instead of being in the holding pattern of, I don't know that I trust that, I don't know that I'm comfortable with that, I don't know that I want to do that. I heard this, I felt this, I'm drawn to that, but I don't know. So you keep yourself locked in.
Right.
But if you think of the times that you've done that before and you went ahead and stepped forward, how did you feel when it was accomplished? How much new awareness did you get?
Exactly.
Wow, that was good, Dawn. Thank you.
Thank them, thank me, thank us
Yes.
all.
Yeah, it's happening.
That's right. Yes.
So what do you appreciate about yourself? What is it that you've done recently that you're happy about? Whether it's getting out of bed, petting your cat,
Taking a shower because you're confined at home and you don't have to.
put on
Take a
lipstick.
shower. Get out of your jammies. Jeez.
Yeah.
When was the last time you made a direct connection with another human being or living creature on this planet?
Or is somebody from the past showing up again that you don't know why you disconnected from them, a lost phone number, lost email, but to connect with them again and find out that they've just truly been working their magic on their life, and they've had their ups and downs, and again, we're all going through our trials, but they are more resilient, they're stronger, and they have a whole different idea how life looks for them now. So that's really cool too. That happened to me this week.
That's wonderful.
Exactly. And to know that you're still connected with them, because you have thoughts about them every now and then. And that's just the love energy lifting you up and helping the frequency pick people up and carry them on their way. So, yeah. So we don't want you to be upset with yourself, because you're still in an indecisive space or whatever, In the animal kingdom, what showed up this week was how you never see a baby pigeon. Okay, but you see baby robins, you see baby finches, you see baby out there trying to fly. They're testing their wings. They're trying to fly, and we encourage them because we don't want to see them on the ground where a predator may get them. And we hear their moms and dads giving all the chirping verbal confidence. Come on, you can do it. You can get up here in the tree branch with me, etc. Don't worry about being that baby, again. And if you're a baby pigeon, just know you're taking a little bit longer, and you're making your mom and dad feed you for 40 days so that when you emerge to the world, you're a full-grown pigeon. There is no recognition that you're a baby pigeon. You see, you're full grown. So be whoever you are, and again, allow whatever baby you are, fledgling that you are, to be that. Go ahead and fly. If you end up in a place that is a little more different than what you originally thought, if you ended up on the ground instead of on a branch, then keep on working to get on that branch. That's all there is to it. But go ahead and take that, embark on your journey, take the steps, take the flight. Okay, and like Madeline says, take baby steps, shuffle, oh, I don't want to take a baby step, but I can scoot, I can shuffle a little farther and see how that feels until you start recognizing, yeah, this is what I've been talking about all along. This is how I want to feel. This is what I want to do. And you're going to just, again, immerse yourself in that as the farther you keep shuffling or taking those baby steps or baby flights.
And like Dawn was saying, how old are you now, really? How old are you now, really? How many times when you were a baby and doing the baby steps did you fall and crash and burn over and over and over? But now that you are past that, you don't even remember that. You don't even look back at that. You don't recall crawling or shuffling or scooting because you got past that first level of fear. This is all the growth process of what we're going through right now. So no, you have already succeeded and achieved many, 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 many things. And there's many more. Just think how spectacular the more things can be for you that are out there, that you are deciding, I don't want to look there. Okay, so I say if you don't want to look there, just jump there, go there anyway, because you'll be happier. It's like, take a chance on you.
Yes.
Take a chance on you. Isn't that a song, Take a Chance? Something like that?
I still have the song shuffling, shuffling in my head. So.
And so what if you fall? So what?
That's right.
Dust
Yeah.
yourself
So what?
off.
There's so what? Yeah. So what if you have if you're a mother and you have a baby pigeon still in the nest with you, you know, and it's been hard encouraging them and feeding them and everything. Just know that they're going to develop and they're going to get there. And then again, if that's what's holding you back from taking your steps, just seek what you're supposed to be learning at this time, and maybe just witnessing the development and the growth of the child. So, and again, maybe it's just the child within you that still is growing and developing.
And I say, look at that fear. Look at that fear and get angry at it. It's like, why are you trying to stop me? Who do you think you are telling me that I can't do something? Stand up. Stand up and testify. That's all I got to say.
Amen.
Yeah.
Move forward, because this we're being moved forward, period. We can move forward on our own locomotive engine that we carry, or we can be in the caboose being drugged forward. But when you move forward and you're the lead, you're the locomotive engine, you get to see everything first. You get to be you first. And it's not I say first, but it's like not important about being first, but you no longer have to sit in that back seat.
Yes, exactly.
And be led a certain way. You know what's right for you. You be your own leader.
Yes.
You do not let fear control or stop you, because that's what it's set up to do. To keep you from awakening, to keep you from being aware, to keep you hunkered down and afraid to peek your head up out of the little bird nest. That's not what humans are about. That's not why you are on this planet at this time. If you are here on this planet at this time, there is a reason. And it's because you're brave. You're strong, you're powerful, and you have a beautiful connection to your divine inner guidance. Listen to it. Allow that to come forward for you.
Yes.
Okay, that was pretty interesting. Made my hand wet.
You are here to live. You're here to live. I mean, really, it boils down to what's the meaning of life. You're here to live. And you're here to have journeys and life experiences and allow yourself these paths. And, you know, we're kind of taught to be a little hard on ourselves. Kind of release that. Make your journey a little bit more fun. Find ways to enjoy where you are. whether you're currently in a spot that you're totally uncomfortable being in, allow yourself the freedom to change, to move, to experience something different. Open yourself to the opportunities to find new avenues of enjoyable experiences.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Because you're not stuck on a hard path. You don't have to be stuck on a hard path.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all about the journey, giving credit where credit's due. Yeah, you've had your own journey, you've had your own path, whether you like most of it or not. But pick your next destination. Pick your next corner. Oh, I like to say when I walk in this life, my journey has a lot of flagstones. There's a lot of in between, but it has a lot of flagstones. And every time I set a goal for myself, that's just one flagstone where I can stop, take a moment, take a breath, appreciate where I am. And then I'm always looking to where the next step is going. And that's how I live a motivated life, not a repetitive, get up, go to work, go home, sleep, repeat. I don't live that kind of lifestyle. I refuse to live that kind of lifestyle. Even though I do get up and go to work, repeat. I have other goals and motivations set forward in my life. And you know what? I love this conversation because I, for a long time, felt like I was supposed to follow a path of somebody else. I was supposed to go get degrees in different things so that I could be of credit to communicate the value of the information that somebody else taught me. But the truth is, I have a lot of life experience, and I gave myself credit where credit was due for that. And you have that too. You have your life experience, and that's super valuable because guess what? It's the only thing you get to take with you when you leave this life.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So,
what kind of story do you want to tell on the other side? You know, what do you want to take with you? Every connection to every person that you've ever sent love to or told that you appreciated or mirrored yourself on is part of your journey. I love you, Mom.
So again, if you find that you're in the caboose and you don't like where that train is taking you because the train is being engineered by another individual, manifest your own engine, attach it to the back of that caboose. You've seen this numbers of times where they have engines on the back of a train, pushing to help the rest of it get going. And then, you know, manifest your own engine and disconnect from the rest of the train. Either jump onto your own engine or disconnect that caboose and let your own engine guide your path.
It's your choice.
That's great.
Free will choice.
That's right. So.
Nice.
And it is about being joyful. We are here to live life.
Mm-hmm.
We are here to be happy and excited and joyful about life, even in the midst of what's been going on here this past month and so. It's like, find the silver lining, find the gold nuggets. It's all there. It's all there. Which way are you looking? Are you looking for what you're missing? Or are you looking for what you have because you're no longer doing what it was that you're missing? Or something else has changed for your way that you think about things, the way you understand things, the way you react to things. Right. Find the silver lining. Find the nuggets of gold, because they are massive amounts of them right now, right this very instant. Depends on your perspective. Depends on if you feel like you want to be poor, pitiful me, or if you feel like, oh, wow, this is interesting. It's a whole new world today. What am I going to do about that? Let me think. You control it. You create it.
Yes, exactly.
Enjoy being you. Enjoy. And my guides have always said that they're always here. The ascended masters, the archangels, the beautiful, all the beings of light on that flagstone walkway. If you get yourself, your foot stubbed on a little rock or a big boulder, they're here to help you not even feel that you stumped your foot.
Mhm.
if you ask them to help you, if you ask for assistance in prayer, in meditation, however you feel you can connect in to your divine inner self that is connected to ultimate source prime energy.
Mhm.
Just take advantage of what is being offered to you and what has been waiting for you and what's always been there for you, because you're part of it.
Mhm.
It's part of you. So don't be afraid to ask for guidance, for help.
Right.
And then listen to yourself, or then notice what just sort of opened up for you, what just sort of cleared a path for you where you could actually just do something different or do something easier, or realize, well, that's not going to be so hard after all. I can do that by just doing this, instead of making it so much harder than what it really is.
Mhm.
And Dawn also said about, we have learned really well to beat ourselves up. It's part of how we were brought up in a way. It's part of what we've experienced in this number of years that we've been on this planet. And now it's time for us to recognize why.
Mhm.
I don't need to beat myself up anymore.
That's right.
I'm connected to the divine, and exactly like I am is perfect, beautiful, and fine. So what if I have a zit or a sparkle on my nose or my hair is all in knots? Okay, you have certain ways to fix things that you know of, but don't dwell on it. There's no need to beat yourself up about your body size or your anything. Stop it. Just stop it, because that's changing the energy of your frequency of what you put out as an ultimate divine being of what you are part of. You are here to make a beautiful reflection from your auric field on this planet for all who you encounter, not necessarily physically, because there are things that are in energetic waves and patterns that are not seen with the physical eyes, but the impression is made. So love yourself. Think of yourself with the divine love that is being showered upon you, that is being part of you. It's not good to beat yourself up. Keep your frequency, keep your energy in the right perspective so others can be nourished by it. Whether you intend it to be nourishing or not, it is. Your neighbor 4 doors down can feel your energy field, even with you not getting out of the house. And you can feel theirs. So are you picking up on there if they're not feeling good, or are you sending love back? Are you letting them swim? I see Dawn's background and the word swim shows up in your beautiful loving energy field that you've blasted out to the planet. It's much needed right now.
That's right.
Blast that out to the planet. The
And
trees.
you might actually need to rewind this and watch that again and listen to that again and again and again and again. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for those people who are all wrapped up in the repetition story in their brain and it's so loud and distracting, how does someone get that stuff to just stop for a moment so that they can actually feel connected to their divine self and higher guides? How does someone do that who's never done anything like this before?
You're asking us?
Yes,
Okay.
Okay.
because I know that one of you have been given the answer already. So how does someone just stop all the chatter and feel the connection and experience the connection? What is a tool
That
for
would be
that?
Allow your higher self to tell you to be in the moment. Be in the moment that. And try to let go of everything that's your mind thinks is occurring and look at what the energy is that's occurring by being in the moment of that energy shift. The what's a good word for it? There is really no negative. It's just something that doesn't serve you. Take a look at that. Be in the moment with that. As Madeline said earlier, you know, tripping and stubbing your toe. Why did you stub your toe? Was it to make you stop and be in the moment and put your attention on something that you missed? You see? So be in the moment with what you're experiencing and ask your intuition and all your intuitive skills to show you what really is occurring in that moment.
And that is an amazing practice to be in. Be in the now moment every second of now. Because what we talked about just a minute ago was past. What's happening in just a little bit is in the future. There's nothing you can do about what's past. There's nothing you can really do about what's coming. The only thing that you are fully aware of is the right now. Where are you right now? Check yourself. Do you feel like that you are at a peaceful state? Do you feel like you're at an angry state? If you're at an angry state, check yourself. Feel it, sense it, let it go. Because you know an angry state is not for your highest good. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help anybody else. It's only going to start causing a discomfort, a dis-ease within your body somewhere, or complicate a dis-ease that you've already created from previous things that you haven't let go of.
Emotions are a flagstone for a moment to give you a signal of where you are. So that's what emotions are. And the stronger the emotion, the larger the pause that needs to occur in the reflection of that moment.
Right.
And go into your heart. Just go into your heart and breathe. And visualize light, white light, and pink light. And get yourself in a calm state. And look at the anger. And like, why do I feel like I need to be angry? Why am I happy with the anger sitting here? Why am I letting anger control me? Why am I letting anger be the locomotion and the head of the train, the engine? And then I'm back in the caboose again.
Right.
And you can do that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It's okay to recognize it and then slice and dice it. Get rid of it.
Kiss it and send it on its way. Bless it and send it on its way. So the fastest, for those of you who have never done any form of spiritual work in your life and you've wandered on this page and you've seen this video and you're like, wow, this is some weird stuff and I love it. The easiest, fastest, most crucial tool you have in the entire arsenal of your human form is your breath. And if you want to be in the moment, at any moment, just breathe and be aware of your breathing, because that tool will pull you directly into the moment. Because if you stop breathing, you stop being in the moment and you stop living in your human form. So use your breath as that tool to pull yourself into the moment. And when you have those high frequency emotions, whether it's high joy or high anger or anything in the in-between, you can also use your breath to pause and give yourself the awareness of that time to reflect in that moment. Whether it's a split second of a breath or a long held or counted breath. Your breath is a magical tool for you to use in any circumstance as a gauge of where you are in the moment.
Great advice. Yeah. Just breathe.
Yeah, that's right.
Go ahead, Lisa.
Then I'd like to share that if we use the emotion of anger, why are you angry? Are you angry because something was ignited in you and you want to have a response? Or are you angry because you've been there and done this before and here you are doing it again? So your higher
Or
self
you
is
think you're
not-
supposed to be.
Yes,
Or you
exactly.
think you're supposed to be angry.
Yeah, exactly. So really look at what the anger is really all about. We can be angry in the moment, but are we really telling ourselves, why are we doing this again? Why am I having myself in this situation? And why am I handling this situation with anger? Because a lot of times we're just trying to retrain ourselves. That here's this situation again. This individual is doing something to me again. This event is doing something to me again, and I need to take action. I can't be reactive anymore. I have to act now. So what is my choice? Be angry at the situation, be angry at myself because I'm not acting and making a plan on how to not be in that situation again. So take a look at that. What is it all about? Our emotions and our state of beings have so many different dimensions to them. So just keep asking, am I complete with this, or do I need to investigate it more and be back into the moment with that emotional state? Because if it's a reoccurring emotional state, just has a different story, but it's the same reoccurring, then you're not learning what you're supposed to be learning, or you're not remembering what you should be remembering.
And an interesting thing that I want to share with people being an empath, being very empathic, the anger that you're all of a sudden experiencing, if you're empathic, is not yours. You're picking it up from somewhere else. And until you get used to that, you will carry the anger and think it's your anger. Then the first thing you need to do when you're experiencing anger, or anything that's not of the right vibrational frequency to keep you connected in with your divine self, is ask, is this mine? Is this mine? Is this coming from me? And then what Lisa says, ask, well, what is it I need to look at if it is mine? What is it that I need to deal with on that? And what I need to do to make it complete? And once you find out, when you ask if it's mine, make sure you say, and if it's not mine, please send it, let it stay with who it's supposed to be. If it's not mine, I don't need it. I don't need it. Make sure you check that, because so many of us are extremely empathic, and so many of us with the frequency change across the planet nowadays are newly empathic and don't know even what that word is about or what that means, and are dealing with all of these different feelings and senses and emotions that they don't know how to handle. It's just like, you don't need to handle it. First off, is it yours? If it's not yours, send it away. Please take this away. Let me deal with what's mine, and I don't need to deal with what somebody else's. And then after you've dealt with it, then as Lisa says, okay, are we complete with this? Is there anything else I need to know about this? And this is going back to listening to that inner voice, that soft, delicate little voice, or that soft, delicate little nudge that gets you to think about something different, or do something different, or act a different way. And sometimes if you ignore that little nudge long enough, you'll get a full-on push. Trust me, I've been there. You'll get a push. It's like, okay, I get it now. Thank you very much.
So let's take just a moment to refine emotions, because emotions are very powerful and very potent. And because it's Mother's Day, I'd like to use an analogy of a baby. When a baby comes into this earth, It has a few things in which it does really well. It sleeps, it eats, it poops, and it cries. So let's use crying as the marker of anger or something is wrong. And when a baby cries, it just means that something isn't quite right that needs to be changed. Whether the baby wants to be picked up, fed, changed, or anything, it's all a sign of a baby crying. When we use the word anger, anger is like our universal term of baby crying. Something isn't right. It is the easiest emotion we go to as a marker that something isn't right. So sometimes it's easier to be angry than ashamed, angry than confused, angry than subconsciously displaced knowing something is wrong and you can't put your finger on why it doesn't feel right. So that's why the word anger is coming up so much, is because it is that blanket marker of something isn't right. And the really awesome thing is there's emotions have frequencies. And anger is just below the cusp line for changing your circumstances. Anger is a stepping stone towards making major changes in your life and free will choices in your life to be in a higher vibration of an emotional state. And I wanted to share that with you. This is from the book Power versus Force, which is a really phenomenal book for any empath out there who teaches, so that they can understand where their emotional range is coming from. So you have shame and guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire, and then anger. And that's from a lower vibration to a higher vibration. So believe it or not, anger is a higher vibration than desire. Pretty amazing, huh? And then after that comes pride. And pride is kind of an interesting concept. If you really want to study pride, but it's an empowerment state, or it can be a scornful state, depending on where in that spectrum of pride you are. So you have pride, then comes courage. Courage is the step before action can be taken to make changes in your life. So when we're talking about embark on your journey, it takes courage to step forward in your journey. But believe it or not, you actually hit a state of neutrality first. You go neutral. When your journey is actually going forth for a beneficial state, you're in a neutral state. That's that in-between state. That's that heart-centered state. Your heart center and that loving heart center is actually your neutral. And most people don't realize that. And I'd love to go into this more in future with you guys, but just keep in mind on this Mother's Day, the day where you're supposed to have love and appreciation for being born on this planet to have the existence that you have, that loving neutral state is your baseline middle. So love is your neutral. Anything below that does not serve you. It's a marker to tell you where you are and where you want to go next.
Very nice. So what was the name of the book? Because you kind of blanked out there for the book name.
Okay. The book is called Power versus Force, and it's by Hawkins, David Hawkins, or Hawkness, or something like that.
Okay.
Power versus Force. And I don't recommend the audiobook. Get the book, not the audiobook. The audiobook drones on so flat, it's almost torture. But it just teaches for those empaths on this call the state of range of emotions and the vibrations that they hold. So your emotions are powerful and they're a tool. And yes, your ego defines some of those things, but you utilize that as an empowerment tool to get you where you want to be. It's your journey.
Yeah.
And you deserve the best.
Yeah. And again, be in the now moment.
Yes.
Focus on your breath. Breath helps you get back to center, helps you get back to your crystalline core, helps you get back to understanding how you're connected to the divine. Just get yourself still, centered, listen to your breath, focus on your breath, focus on that light in your heart, that beautiful light. and visualize it going out through your crown and connecting with your beautiful divine light that's created everything for us.
Yeah.
You will bring yourself back to a place of balance pretty quickly.
And be in gratitude for where you're at. Appreciate the moment. Appreciate the remembering what you know. Appreciate the learning or the sharing or the mentoring. Be grateful for that.
Major tools, major ways we've shared with you on how to move you past where you are. All kind of little golden tidbits throughout this whole video
Yes. Mm-hmm.
for you to be aware of.
Yeah.
Take notes, make notes, because we are on the planet of forgettery. So when you see this video, you're going to go, oh yes, okay, check, got that, check, got that. And then an hour later, you're going to go right back into your what you were in, and you're not going to remember anything that we said on the video to get you out of it. So I highly recommend, actually they highly recommend that you take notes on these videos. And when something is really resonating with you, write it really large where you won't forget it and put it someplace where you can see it.
That's right.
Because just remember, you're on the forgettery planet. We need little flashcards all the time. Stuff
Yes,
that helps us. Not flashcards of stuff that we're used to bring us down and bring us back in the fear state.
Mm-hmm.
There you are.
Are you guys still there?
We're here
Yes, the call came in. A call came in, sorry. So I think we're about through with the recording for today, a beautiful Mother's Day. Wish everybody a happy Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't get to spend time with your children or your mother or whoever you need to, then it's okay. It's okay. Send your loving thoughts to them.
Yes.
Send your loving energy to them.
They'll hear you.
Know that you are more powerful than what you think you are.
Mm-hmm.
And your energy, one person alone has enough energy to be able to light up a whole city.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
Mm-hmm. And know that this connection that you have with our sisters is one of love and gratitude and support. So love yourself and love others. Be
Yes.
grateful for yourself, be grateful for others, and share your experiences and what you know and what you're learning. And just embark on this new path.
And give us comments if you want to. You know, send us likes, send us comments. We're here for you. We're doing this for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Go ahead,
like
Linda.
one little tidbit that just ignites something in you.
Yep.
Or
We want to
just
know.
calms something in you.
We want to know.
Yeah. So that you witness what you are supposed to be doing in this moment.
It's very curious that I just said the name Linda, and I don't really have any Lindas in my life. So it's kind of like there's an energy of a Linda that's like, this is for me. And it's like, okay, she's stepping up and carrying the bulk of it for everyone. So it's like, I don't know why that name showed up, but it did. It must mean something to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that interesting?
Very interesting.
I know Alinda. I hope she watches this, but I don't know if it's for her or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know either. When I say a slip name like that, there's a reason. And I, most of the time, never know the reason.
Honor it. That's good.
Yeah.
So those sticky notes that you want to write yourself on the wall, put in the comments below.
There you go.
What? You blanked out. Do what? I didn't get all you said. The sticky notes you want to write on the wall, do what? Put in the what?
You said you put them in the comments below so we can see what reminders the people who watch this want to remind themselves of.
Yeah, and let me know if Alinda is here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Love you guys all so much.
Love you
Thank you,
too.
my sisters, for sharing this beautiful energy with everybody. And let us hear from it. Let us hear from y'all. We'll keep doing it. We'll keep doing it for you guys. Love you. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye for now.